You're watching the Manitoba Racing Network.
Well, we are going to get ready to go racing here in the pure stock class there, the first class of the evening, and we're going to run down the order right now and talk about each one of the cars. Starting on the pole tonight, driving the number 9 Ford, that is Les McRae on his outside. In row number 1, it's the 55 of Bryce Sexton. Row 2 has Greg Hoare driving the number 20 car, and his outside, it's the 25 of Brad Wall. No, not the Premier of Saskatchewan, a different Brad Wall. Row 3 has the 1K of Kevin Delane and the 43 of Mike Peterson. And row 4, we see the number 8 of Rod Wolf. Now, we have a total tonight of 3 pure stocks that are going to be making heats appearances tonight. We see 7 in the first, 7 in the second, and 6 in the third heat for a grand total of 20 cars tonight. That's a pretty healthy class here in Manitoba, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's a growing class. It's a great class to get into and get some seat time.
Now, when you were racing 4 cylinders, were the numbers quite high?
They were starting to dwindle at that point. There was still a decent car count, but not. I was a little after the big height of it.
When they were racing 25 cars at some of these tracks.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of those classes that seems to be up and down. Last few years, they've had decent numbers here on the Monday night program, but this year they've kind of struggled. The pure stock class, though, which is also an entry-level class here at the Speedway, they seem to be doing quite well with 20 cars this year.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a good number of cars, and there's been some really tight racing as well.
Well, we're going to get ready for this one. They are already looking them over, so it looks like we're going to be going green right away. So plenty of cars in this one tonight. Rob Como looking them over, giving the guy the nod, say, yeah, wave that green flag. And we are racing right away. The number 9 car jumps out to a very, very early lead in this one. And we have a car going pretty wide on the track. That's the 43 of Mike Peterson. And, oh, we got a spinner already. And another guy on the infield. Whoa, we've lost a few cars there, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. The 55 of Sexton looked like he slowed up big time going into turn 1. He was on the high side and kind of just bottled everyone up, and a couple guys had to take the off-ramp to get out of the way.
Well, we've got a yellow flag, so we are going to have a restart in this one. If you are new to watching the Manitoba Racing Network, you're going to notice some things that are different about our production. Of course, we're doing multiple cameras. If some of the other tracks and some of the other companies that do this do it with just a single camera, we do it with multiple cameras. Of course, you're going to hear the announcements tonight from myself and from Sean. And we got some really neat graphics that you may notice from the top of the screen. You'll see our ticker that will show you who's in first, second, third, fourth, fifth place for our features. We go all the way up to 10th place. We have that available for our viewers tonight to keep in touch with what's going on. As well, if you want to keep in touch with what's going on the track and you're on a computer, you can just log on to the Speedway website or on our website on the Manitoba Racing Network and check out our live feed of the transponder system. It's called Race Monitor. Click on it on your website and it'll pop up a second window, and that will have the current action going on here in the track. Now, just to inform you, if you are watching this, there is about a 15-20 second delay from what you see on your race monitor to what you see on your screen. We're being delayed the video. It does take a little while for it to process and get to your computer, so don't be surprised if it's a little off, but it'll at least get you in touch with what's going on the racetrack. Okay, so we've lost a car in this one. That's common here. If you get a yellow in a heat race, you get pulled off right away. And they are looking them over. We're going green. Como gives them the flag. And we're racing again. That number 9, though, seems to have a lot of speed right off the hop. And another car right off the track. 2 guys having problems, isn't there? Yeah.
Brad Wall was the first one to go over. Mike Peterson right behind him.
Well, the top 4 looks like they've pretty much got themselves settled as they go around turn 4 here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Your leader in this one, it's the 9, but guess who's putting up a pretty good fight? It's the 1K of Kevin Delane. Delane, of course, we're racing here because of his dad tonight. 2 of these guys, they're both champions in this division. And look at the 1K just power past the 9 Ford. So we've got a new leader in this race after just 2 laps. Kevin Delane is leading the way, and he's got the fastest time on the track, 24.666 seconds. He's got some pretty good speed, almost a full second ahead of his competition, which is the number 9 of Les McRae. Third spot in this one is going to the 20 of Greg Hoare. Greg Poor, of course, graduated from our rental race car program here at the track. Four laps down, 4 to go. Your leader, Kevin Delane. He's got a pretty comfortable lead here as we go around turns 3 and 4. Wait till you see the distance between these two guys. There's Delane going around number 4, and as we wait here, there is the guy in second spot. That's the 9 of Les McRae, and then there's third spot. That's Greg Hoare. Rod Wolf driving the number 8 is right behind him. And some pretty hefty times tonight. Last night they were looking around 23 seconds for some of these cars. Fastest time right now still belongs to Kevin Delane. That was on the 5th lap, 24.584 seconds. So they're not going too fast out there tonight. Lost another car on the track on turn number 1. But they get back on. Your leader, Kevin Delane, coming around turn 4 right now. He's got 1 lap to go in this heat race. This race pretty spread out. You don't see much for action in this one. The distance between second spot and third is more than half a track. And your winner of this heat race, there he is, Kevin Delane. Now we're going to have to wait a bit for the second spot to come. That is Les McRae. And now we've got a little while to wait before we see third as they come around turn number 3 right now. Third spot belongs to Greg Hoare. Correction, it says Rod Wolf ended up in third spot, but I don't know if that's a mistake on our transponder system or... No, it looks like he is. He did get the win. Or I shouldn't say win, the third place finish. Not an exciting first race in this one unless you're Kevin Delane.
Yeah, not a lot of action there except for the first lap, little bobble, but good clean race.
Water truck back out on the track. He's just doing some packing right now as well as the little packing truck and trailer that we have here that's going around the track right now. Well, we've got second heat coming up. Let's roll through these cars, and we'll start off on the pole today. On the first row, driving the number 3, Ethan Friesen on his outside, the guy that won this race last night. In the feature, it's the 2T of Derek Pollock. Row 2 has the 53X of Crystal May Thomas and the 33 of Rod the Rat Delane. Row 3 has the 08 of Jasmine Hicks and the 3T of Trevor Rambo. And row 4 has the 79. He's the rookie, Bill Messier. So it looks like we are missing a car in this one. We're only showing 6 right now, so he could be having some problems in the pits. So Derek Pollock last night had quite a bit of speed in the race. Let's see if he has it again as we get ready for this heat race tonight. So Krista May Thomas not making it onto the track tonight. So Messier gets pulled up a spot. Pollock and Friesen door to door for just a second there. Now Pollock powers past him in turn number 1. The 33 of Rod the Rat Delane making some progress on the number 3 car of Ethan Friesen. Pollock, though, in control of this race, was just a lap in. 7 to go at Red River Co-op Speedway. Friesen trying to hold off that 33 car. So pretty spread out racing today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the guys that are shining are definitely taking off from the rest of the field today. Couple laps in, and Derek Pollock just pulling away from Ethan Friesen.
Pollock driving the 2T is your leader. Again, some pretty heavy times in this one. 24.291 is Pollock, and that is the fastest time on this track right now, is his 3rd lap. But Pollock, as you can see, with a 24 time, yesterday they were racing in the 23 section, so not that tacky track that they were looking for to get some grip. Ethan Friesen in 2nd, and the guy in 3rd right now is driving that 33 car. That's Rod Delane. There's plenty of Delanes that race here at the Speedway. 4, in fact. Rod, David, Rick, and of course we just saw the other Delane in the last race, Kevin Delane, with the victory in the Pure Stock Heat 1. 3 laps to go for your leader, Derek Pollock. And he's coming up on lap traffic right now. Two laps to go in this second heat race. Oh, we got a spinner on turn 2. It's the 08 of Hixt. She's waiting for a break to turn her around. Pollock now getting the white flag as he's going around turn number 4. So he's got 1 lap to go. Now on the front stretch right now, the number 3 of Ethan Friesen is going through lap traffic himself. And it looks like he has absolutely no problem getting around. Now behind him, Rod Delane is doing the exact same thing, getting around lap traffic. They both get around. But this one is pretty much a wrap-up if you're Derek Pollock. Heat win tonight. Second spot goes to the number 3 of Ethan Friesen. Rod Delane comes in 3rd. 4th, well, it looks like it's Trevor Rambo. And Bill Messier looks like he should end up. So there you have it. So 2 heats down, 1 more to go in this pure stock race. Only 6 cars in this third one, I should say. So the cars now entering the back stretch. Let's roll through the cars as we get ready to race here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Starting up on the pole tonight, driving the number 44, that is Rod Groening. On his outside, driving the number 21, Brett Proctor. Row 2 has the 55C of Bryce Corneliuson. The 16 of Evan Schroeder is on his outside in row 2. In row 3, we got the 26 of Andrew Thomas and the 37 of Roger Beaujolais. I'm just saying, I think Roger Beaujolais is a fan of Iron Maiden, the rock band.
Yep.
If you're familiar with that artwork, looking pretty good. If I remember correctly, it's Eddie. Well, 6 cars in this one. They're all in. as we get ready to go racing here at the Speedway. Thank you for joining us on the Manitoba Racing Network. Make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Never been to our website? Well, check it out, www.manitobaracing.network.com. We have a live broadcast every week. They're going to be getting a green flag here from Rob Como. The pedals to the middle, and we are racing here in pure stocks. Going around turn number 1, and we got a possible spinner. No, they managed to keep it going. Not good if you're driving the 44 of Rod Groening. You started out in second. You're all the way to the back of the class. But he's got plenty of time to make it up. Your leader after just one lap, Brett Proctor. At the top of your screen, you'll notice the Manitoba Racing Network ticker, which tells you who are the top 5 racers in this class right now. In this race that you're watching, we keep that updated for you as they cross the line. It'll update. Brett Proctor driving that 21 has got a pretty comfortable lead after just a few laps. Evan Schroeder in second, Beaujolais in third, but he's feeling a little bit of heat right behind him with the 55. Bryce Corneliuson. Beaujolais now getting past on the front stretch. Corneliuson now in third. Corneliuson now in second. Some great driving on his behalf. Having a little problems though in turn 3 and 4. Uh-oh. Opportunity for the competition to get a little bit closer. Really had problems going into turn 3, didn't he?
Yeah, he got really loose going in, just had a lot of momentum, drove it in there a little bit too hard, but managed to keep her in second place.
And look at the lead he's got now. As we go a little wider going into this corner, you could take a look here. He's got a comfortable lead again after that small mistake. Guy in first place in this one is the 21 of Brett Proctor. Beaujolais on the bottom of your screen, currently sitting right now, 4th spot. Got a little pressure behind him, and he's trying to put a little pressure in front of him. The 16 of Evan Schroeder in front of him, the 26 of Andrew Thomas behind him. Fastest time on this track right now. Well, it belongs to the 55C of Bryce Corneliuson with 23.797 seconds. And now he's making a press for the lead.
Having a really hard time getting around Brett Proctor in the 21 car. He's trying all sorts of different lines, not able to make that pass.
1 lap to go for your leader. Corneliuson knows that he needs to make this up right now if he wants to win this heat race. He's trying on the backstretch. Goes high and wide. He's got traction out there. Look at him go. We've seen that 3 times already. He's slowing down, though, for turn 4. You can see that. But he's got this one in the books. Bryce Corneliuson with the 55C is your winner in this pure stock class tonight. The 21 of Brett Proctor comes in second. Beaujolais comes in third. Evan Schroeder finishes up 4th. Andrew Thomas 5th. And Rod Groening finishes up the top 6. For more great videos on racing, check out the Manitoba Racing Network at www.manitobaracing.network.com.